Hey YouTube, this is your man Sonny Wayne Fella. I'm so grateful that I can be with you today. Actually, wherever you are, whether at home, checking out your cell phone or your laptop or desktop computer, it is my joy and pleasure to visit with you. And today I wanted to talk to you about the project that we have back home in Liberia. As you all may know, we finish up the boys' quarter and we start on the first phase of building the fence around 6 lots. All right, I'm going to show you a video concerning this, but the total we spent on the first phase, which is the foundation, and then someplace 6 or 7 levels up, we spent little over $11,498.15. That's what we spent to bring the fence to the level it is at. I know we had some rocky time trying to get this fence up. There was a whole lot of stuff that went on, and we're a little bit disappointed. But as the Lord had it, we're able to build a fence to this level, and we intend going to Liberia soon to complete it. All right, we don't want to continue to build it while we are here in the States. We intend returning home. Someone told me once and said, what can you do, or what are you doing to change the narrative, or what is being done in Liberia, or maybe things that I've said in the past about the filthiness of the streets and whatnot. But you know what? I can only do the little I can. And every one of us need to go back home and contribute the best way possible. When I look at America, I look at Ghana, I look at Sierra Leone, Nigeria, other countries, people from other parts of the Western world, they worked hard, they went back home, and they built what they feel is more appropriate for them. So I really want to say to us Liberians that it is time. Okay? It is time that we go back home. Not, make all this noise and big show and tell people you gotta don't build your grandpa house and nobody know the next person's what they can afford. For it is said that the fingers are not equal, right? So maybe I can build me a house that is suitable for what I can spend. That should be okay. But the only thing is we got to try to do away with some of these zinc shacks and whatnot around our area. So where we intend putting up a decent home, I would say, we hope that we won't have a whole lot of zinc shacks around there, because actually it spoil the look of the home that you spend so much money to put up. So that's our prayer, but we can't stop people from doing what they want to do or what they can afford to do. So I'm so glad that most of you Liberians out there in the Western world are returning home by purchasing land. But purchasing land and with the cornerstone and sit there for so many years, that is not the best, or going to build a humongous home and then you can't finish it. I know people who started 20 years ago and they are still struggling to finish it up. So build something that you can afford, something that, they say you must hang your cap to where your hand can reach, right? So let's do that, Liberians, and let's try to be an encouragement to one another, not castigate, not, tear other people down as we tend to do sometimes. In the Setena Pavilion Yard, the late Samuel Doe put up a structure where we have this crab syndrome, and you see people trying to claim, and there are others trying to pull them down. Let us not do that. Let us try the best we can to encourage one another. I was listening to music by a Liberian artist, and was talking about the white cow and the red cow and the black cow. And he was saying that the white cow will tell the Liberians, go and protest, go and demonstrate. And the artist went on to say, if you say that, when our country is going into ruin, who's going to fix it for us? That's something that we need to listen to. That's something we need to pay keen attention to. Liberians, we are trying to build our country. We know where we're from, but we don't know where we are going. It is time that we settle down and try to think positively, not negatively. I know, we expect the government of Liberia to do everything for us. I was watching our YouTube channel, and these ladies in Nimba said, they have women that can work, and the president said, bring your CV, we'll try to put you into positions. These things, to me, I feel is just a setup. You can impose on the president to do everything. The president is there to do those major things that he needs to do. But us as Liberians need to step up and begin to do those minor things that we can do to make our city, Monrovia and other cities around the country, other counties, to make it more, decent for us to live in. Because most of us don't want to live in the Western world. Look, if you look at things that are happening today in America and other countries in the West, they are scaring. I know where it's perfect. Liberia has its own issues. But I think if we take our money to Liberia, it can stretch a little longer, than here, than in America, actually, or other Western countries. So we as Liberians, we need to do the best we can to be an encouragement. Let us encourage protesting and demonstration. Protest is your democracy right. You can go ahead and protest, but protest for a good reason. If they said only one person should sit at the back of the motorbike, why protest about that? I know it costs money, but you know what? Sometimes we need to feel it in a way, because they said no pain, no gain. If you don't feel these things, you will never change. Liberians, we need to change our mindset. We need to change our mindset. We keep living in the past. And if we keep doing that, we will never see development. I look at red light most time. People try to clean out red light and to build the roads, but people tend to still go back to red light. And it's an obstruction to the road that is being built to the red light. That's the center of, if you come from Kakata, all of it, that's the place you meet. You come to the first place is, you come to red light. And if red light is not looking decent, that's how Liberia look. People tend to, the first impression is the one that people want to keep in their mind. But if you go to a place and it looks so dilapidated, so filthy, how will people take Liberia to be when they come into Liberia? So Liberians, let's step back and re-examine our thought process, okay? We are doing the best we can. As I said, we've already started the first phase. We completed the first phase of our fence. And I tell you, we intend returning home to live. It will take the next few years, but we are going to return to Liberia to live up the rest of our years. America is beautiful. We love America. And let's not get that wrong. This country got a lot of opportunities. The education, another thing you have to pay back, 2-3 times more than what they give you as free education. They call it free education, but it's not free, brothers and sisters. I can assure you. The stress level is overwhelming, and it is tough. But you know what? We've been here for a long time, and we love being here. But Liberia is our home, okay? So we all need to rally around each other. The election will soon be here. Let us not do things that will cause more chaos and division within our midst as Liberians. Let us love one another. July 26th is around the corner. Let us celebrate the Independence Day of our country. 175 years. What do we really have to show for 175 years of being in existence? The way we do it will make it better for ourselves and those who will want to come in to invest. So let's stop the negative talk. I know I've had my share of negativity because I wanted to make people aware of the situation in our country. But I think it's time that we turn the page and begin to talk positive things. Because when you begin to pronounce positive things, positivity take control. But if we think negatively about our country, it will always be negative in our minds and those around the world. So I just want to say thank you, subscribers, for subscribing. And those of you who have not subscribed, I noticed that over 1,000 people watch my video at one time, or most of the time, but there are just very few that subscribe. Maybe 4 or 5 people subscribe after the 1,000 have watched or more watched my videos. So I want you all to please step up. Please, if you can subscribe, I will highly appreciate it. You're doing a good job by watching my videos. And those of you who are subscribed, I just got a few more subscribers just in the past few days. And I'm so grateful to you for subscribing. So keep up the good works. I love you. This is Sonny Wayne Fella. And please keep tuned as I move away so that you can watch the brief video that I have on the first phase completion of the fence that we put around our 6 lots in Monrovia. So see you soon.
We will get it. Hey.